The air in Douala is thick with the smell of rain and ambition. Down every street you see people hustling. They are selling everything from fresh mangoes to phone credit. It is a city that never sleeps. Everyone here has a dream. Most dreams are practical. They're about getting a good job, maybe opening a shop or working for a big company. My dream was different. It didn't live in the busy markets or the tall office buildings. My dream lived inside my small laptop. It was a world of charts, numbers and currencies, a world called Forex. People thought I was crazy. They would say, "Forex, what is that? Is it a real job?" I understood their questions. It was not a path many people from my neighborhood had ever walked. My family wanted me to follow a safe path. They would say, "Go to university, get a degree, find a stable job." It is good advice. It comes from a place of love and a desire for my security, but something inside me pulled me in another direction. I saw the global economy as a giant living thing. It was breathing in and out every second of every day. I wanted to understand its rhythm. I wanted to learn its language. This wasn't about getting rich quick. It was about intellectual freedom. It was about proving that a young person from Douala could compete on a global stage, using only their mind and an internet connection. It was a quiet rebellion against the limits people saw for me. So my journey began in a small room with the sound of the city buzzing outside my window. My friends were out playing football or going to parties. I was inside, my face lit by the glow of my screen. I was watching the Japanese yen move against the US dollar. I was reading about the European Central Bank. It felt like I was unlocking secrets to a world that was always there, but I had never seen. It was a lonely path at first. There was no one to talk to about support and resistance levels. No one understood my excitement when I correctly predicted a market move. But my determination was my companion. It was my fuel. I knew that this path was not just for me. It was about showing others what is possible. In a place where opportunities can feel limited, we need to create our own. We need to look beyond the traditional ways of making a living. My dream wasn't just to trade currencies. It was to trade stories of what we can achieve. It was to show every young person in Douala in Cameroon that our location does not have to define our destination. We have the intelligence, we have the drive. We just need to find the right door and have the courage to push it open. My door was the foreign exchange market, and I was ready to push with all my might. My education did not happen in a formal classroom with a professor at the front. My classroom was the internet. It was a world of free resources, open to anyone who was hungry enough to look for them. I spent countless hours on YouTube. I downloaded every free PDF I could find. Navin Prithiani is my online mentor. We have never met, but his free webinars that I only watch recording changed my reasoning about the market of big boys. My notebooks filled up with scribbles about candlestick patterns, moving averages, and economic indicators, and to use them to see the market, not to trade. I learned that knowledge is everywhere if you are willing to learn. You don't always need a fancy degree to start. You just need curiosity and a very strong will to keep going, even when the concepts are difficult and seem impossible to grasp at first. It was like learning a new language, one spoken in pips and lots. My biggest breakthrough came when I discovered a teacher named Navin Prithiani, founder and CEO of Urban Forex. He wasn't just another online guru promising fast riches, he was a real teacher. He offered free webinars that were packed with incredible value. He broke down complex ideas into simple, understandable pieces. He taught market psychology. He explained why the markets move the way they do. It wasn't just about reading charts. It was about reading the story the charts were telling. And his lessons became more interesting when he said, "Indicator don't trade for you, understand the logic behind them. Dot timeframes are not that important, price is the golden key." I would stay up late into the night, rewatching his videos, taking notes, and feeling a real connection to this mentor who was thousands of miles away but felt like he was right there with me. I spent 12 months doing this. Other traders were all about technical trading, but the logic was not revealed to me. But my online never met mentor, founder of Urban Forex, opened everything to me even without him knowing I'm there. The nights became my study sessions. While Douala slept, I was awake, traveling the world through my screen. I learned about the London session, the New York session, and the Tokyo session. I learned how a news announcement in America could make the Australian dollar jump. It was fascinating. I was connecting the dots between global events and the lines on my screen. I wasn't just a boy in Cameroon anymore. I was a student of the world. My bedroom transformed into an international hub of information. The cost of this education was not money. It was sleep, it was time, and it was a sacrifice I was more than willing to make for my future. Through this process, I learned more than just Forex. I learned how to be a self-starter. I learned discipline. I learned how to filter information and find what was truly valuable. The internet can be a noisy place, filled with bad advice and scams, but if you are patient and careful, you can find gems of knowledge. My digital classroom taught me to be a critical thinker. It gave me the foundation I needed. I built my understanding one brick at a time, one late-night webinar after another. I was building not just a skill, but a new version of myself, one who was resourceful, patient, and globally aware. From my never-met mentor, I learned this slogan: anticipate, don't participate. 12 months of intense study, it was time to apply my knowledge. I opened a demo trading account. This is a practice account with fake money. It is the playground where you can test your strategies without risking real capital. It was a crucial step. It was the difference between knowing the path and walking the path. My heart pounded with my first demo trade. It felt real. The numbers on the screen moved, and even though the money wasn't real, the emotions were. The fear of losing, the excitement of winning, it was all there. It was my training ground for the real psychological battle of trading. I had to learn to control my emotions. A key philosophy from my online mentor changed everything for me. He taught that successful traders do not just participate in the market, they anticipate it. This was a huge shift in my thinking. It's not about jumping on a trend after it has already started. It's about doing your homework. It's about analyzing the market structure and understanding where the big banks and institutions are likely to move the price. You have to think ahead. You have to wait patiently for the perfect setup, like a lion waiting for its prey. You don't chase the market, you let the market come to you. This idea required immense patience and discipline. My demo trading became a testament to this philosophy. I stopped taking random trades based on feelings. Instead, I would spend hours analyzing a currency pair. I would mark my charts, identify key levels, and wait. Sometimes I would wait for a whole day for the right moment to enter a trade. And more often than not, my patience was rewarded. My demo account started to grow steadily. It wasn't about winning every single trade. Nobody does. It was about having a strategy, sticking to it, and winning more than you lose over time. My confidence grew with every successful trade. I was proving to myself that my system worked. This breakthrough was not just a technical victory, it was a mental one. I had learned to trust my analysis. I learned to sit on my hands and do nothing when the conditions were not right. This is one of the hardest skills for a trader to learn. The desire to always be in the market is strong. But I learned that sometimes the most profitable position is no position at all. Anticipation, not participation, became my mantra. It shaped my entire approach to the markets. I wasn't just clicking buttons anymore. I was a strategist, a planner, and a patient observer of the global economic dance. I felt like I had climbed a huge mountain. I'd gone from knowing nothing about Forex to developing a consistently profitable strategy in a demo environment. I understood the psychology, and honestly, I had mastered the patience. I was ready for the next step, but as I looked up, I saw that I was not at the summit. I was at the base of an even steeper cliff. This cliff was the advanced professional trading course offered by my mentor, the founder of Urban Forex. I had learned everything I could from the free materials, but the deepest, most powerful strategies were kept for the paid students. It was the key to unlocking the next level of my potential as a trader. The problem was simple: money. The course fee was a fortune for a young man in Douala with no income. It might as well have been a couple dollars. The fact I could not get it does mean you can please try to check his course. The Mastering Price Action 2.0 inches. Please, if you are a beginner and able of getting it, visit the Urban Forex website or link in video description below. 30 days guarantee. That's the only way I can use to send a thanksgiving to my never-met online mentor, Professor Navin, founder of Urban Forex. That's another reason why my channel name is Urban Forex Principal, because I'm his never-met student in Cameroon. It was a barrier I could not cross on my own. It was a frustrating feeling. It felt like I'd run a marathon. And just before the finish line, someone had built a giant wall. I had the passion, I had the discipline, I had the proven ability to learn and apply complex information. I'd done everything in my power to get to this point, but I was stuck. The one thing I needed to progress further was the one thing I did not have. This wasn't just about my personal ambition. I knew that with the knowledge from this advanced course, I could achieve financial independence, but more importantly, I could come back and build something for my community. I envisioned a trading hub right here in Douala, a place where I could teach other young, ambitious people what I had learned. I could give them the guidance I never had. I could create a community of Cameroonian traders who support each other, share ideas, and navigate the markets together. This course wasn't just an investment in me, it was an investment in a bigger vision. So I find myself at a crossroads. I have the drive to succeed, but I face a financial wall that is too high for me to climb alone. This isn't a story of defeat. It is a story of a challenge. It is a test of my resourcefulness. I have proven that I can turn free information into a powerful skill. I have proven my commitment through countless hours of study and practice. Now, I need to find a way over this wall. I need to find a way to get the advanced education that will not only change my life, but will also empower me to change the lives of others in my community. This is not a request for charity. I'm not asking for a handout. This is a proposal for a partnership. I'm looking for someone who sees the potential, not just in me, but in the vision I have for my community. I'm looking for a partner who understands that talent is universal, but opportunity is not. An investment in my education is an investment in a future leader, a future teacher, and a future community builder. I have a proven track record of dedication and an unshakable commitment to succeed. I'm ready to do the work. I just need access to the tools that will take my skills to a professional level. My promise to you is one of complete transparency and commitment. I will document every step of my journey. I will share my progress, my successes, and my challenges. You will see the direct impact of your support. Once I have mastered the advanced strategies, I will immediately begin my second mission, building a local trading community. I will start by offering free workshops to young people in Douala. I will share the knowledge I've gained. I will create a supportive network where we can all grow together. This is about creating a ripple effect of empowerment that extends far beyond just my own success. Imagine a group of skilled traders from Cameroon collaborating and competing on the world stage. Imagine us creating our own financial opportunities right from our homes in Douala, Yaoundé and beyond. This is not a distant dream, it is an achievable goal. It starts with one person getting the right education and then committing to sharing it with others. I want to be that person. I have the passion and the plan. Your partnership can be the catalyst that turns this vision into a reality. Together we can show what is possible when ambition meets opportunity. So I end with this. I am determined to break down the barriers that stand in my way. I'm determined to prove that a young man from Douala can master the complexities of the global Forex market. I will not let my location limit my aspirations. With your partnership, we can do more than just help one person achieve a dream. We can plant a tree of knowledge that will provide fruit for many for years to come. Let's build this future together. Let's break barriers and prove to the world that when it comes to success, determination is the only passport you truly need. I'm ready for a partnership or help from anyone who understands my situation in me. Even taking this video to Navin Prithiani is a great thing for me. Thanks for your attention.